Good morning, everyone. How are we doing after the announcement? I'm still yet to watch the ladies go at it from last night. Should be an interesting watch. I've got coaching in about an hour, so I thought I'd jump on. Stephen isn't going to be on for today's show, so I thought I'd line up, show up, give some thoughts and reflections upon the workout and a bit of feedback that I've seen in the ether for the workout, and do some reflections upon that, but also just talk about how I'm going to game it, how I'm going to play the workout. And yeah, looking good. There's also a load of other bits and pieces going live today. We have CrossFit UK, so Andy and Gareth did a recording, their third recording they've done. That is currently being uploaded to YouTube, so that'll be on the channel a bit later on today. So that'll be great to watch. It's talking about the Open so far, talking about how incredibly well the UK has shown up for the Open, the number of gyms that have gone from that have got 100 signups, the number of gyms that have surpassed the last year. Looking at the UK as a powerhouse of Open signups. We've done a bloody good job, and that's in the wheel wad division. That's in the masters. It's in the regulars. But overall, we've smashed it. There's a couple of pointers along the way from Gareth and Andy about how they've run the gym, how they've done logistically, and more importantly, how they encourage their own members at their own gyms to sign up. And Gareth, I won't ruin it for you, the thing, but I won't tell you how Gareth did it. But Gareth went from 50 odd members to 150 odd members signing up, which is brilliant. I love that. And leading by example. They reflect on some of the athletes that have signed up, some of the athletes' results from week one, which was amazing. They talk about week one's workout, and they give some predictions. Now, obviously, this video is recorded before last night, and Gareth was remarkably close to the workout, so that's good to see as well. But so the workout itself. Now, I want to pull something up quickly before I talk about the workout. Now, this is one example of a workout from yesteryear. If it comes up, boop, it's just loading up now. If it loads up, please hold the line while we try to connect your call. Well, the workout, here we go. Right, so this workout is 14.1. There was no scaled option. And this is the point I'm trying to make by bringing this up. Progenics, obviously a big name back then, still is probably. Just don't really hear it that much anymore over here. This is 0.1. This is the first workout of the Open. Bearing in mind, we had 5 weeks back then as well. 3, 2, 1, go. You've got a 10-minute window of 30 double unders and power snatches with the barbell. Relatively light as well. Double unders. How many people in your gym that have signed up for the Open are going to struggle with double unders? 30 of them. Back then, I'm not going to say back then, like an old man saying the glory years. That was week one. Movement one of week one was double unders. Now, yeah, people aren't going to have them, but they signed up for the challenge. They signed up for the fact that there were going to be things they couldn't do. The other workout from that year, I think it was this year. I might be wrong here. I'm very willing to be wrong. So overhead squats with a relatively heavy bar. How many of your members haven't got overhead squats in your gym? Workout 3, deadlifts and box jumps. Cool. They're box jumps. They're not steps. Week 4, obviously, we've had this repeated, 3 years ago now? But bear in mind, there was no scale. 60 calorie row into 50 toes to bar. I remember clearly members at the gym doing a 60 cal row for that workout. That was their workout. And then workout 5, thrusters and burpees. I don't want to even begin to think about that workout. But you get the gist of what I'm trying to get at there. We've always had we've always had hurdles, and this was before we even had the option of scaled. Our signups then were great then as well. The open standards are the standards, and this is reinforcing what we've been talking about all week. Now, Dan and Erin, who program at CrossFit IOM, who were the owners here, for the last month, they have been programming RX scaled foundations to get people used to the idea that there isn't the in-betweeny bits. There's no adaptions to be made for the individual during the open. And they've done that a couple of days a week to give people an understanding and an idea of what situation you're going to find yourself during the open. Now, you don't do that all year round, clearly. You give people license to adapt and meet them where they're at. But when it comes to testing, what we can't do is allow people options and give infinite amount of scaling options there. Now, if we if we argue that, yeah, people are going to get to a point and be disheartened, sorry, it's part of what we do. It always has been, and that was the point I was trying to make with that video. It's always been part of what we do, is getting to a point. I'm going to get to those rings, and I'll be lucky if I get one, and I know that because I haven't put the work in. I'm too heavy and I haven't been doing rings for the last 2 years. And I know that, and I'm going to get there. Now, how do we translate that to newbies that have signed up? Now, herein lies something that I've seen coming up. This is in quotes. This isn't me saying it, in quotes. People signed up for week 1 because it was simple movements. Okay. That's fine. That's a reason. But as a coaching staff and as a gym, you need to squash that. You can't get them to sign up week 1 because it's simple movement, entry-level movements, and then them getting disheartened by movements they can't do. That's on you. That's on the education that you put forward. That's on how you present the open. The open is a test. And we've talked about this with Farron and the lads last night about coaching throughout the year. We are training throughout the year. We are improving. Now, the open is a test. It's not where we train. We put everything to the test, but also it gives us our development areas for the next year. Now, that fire that you get in your belly when you can't do something, us CrossFitters like to call ourselves athletes at the gym. Now, the true athletes out there, the athletes, my wife being one, and we know who athletes are in sport. The difference between the athlete mindset and people like me is when they find something they can't do, they do everything that they can to make it a priority to improve on that thing, not avoid it. Now, rings coming up this year, in all honesty, I've done nothing to improve my rings. Nothing. Not a single bit of input for 2 years. So it's my fault, and I'm willing to deal with that. I'm fine with that because that was my decisions. It was all those micro decisions for the last 2 years of not doing any. Now, what you could look at is our programming that we've been doing. I've been doing weighted strict pull-ups on the bar. I've been doing weighted dips. I've been doing work towards it. Now, I learned early years how to do ring muscle ups. It took me a long time to get, and I was at the gym extra hours learning. It's a skill in itself, learning how to learn. And I had the benefit of having an incredible affiliate owner when I first started doing CrossFit. So I learned that. So the argument I'm trying to make here is, 1, The open will bring up things that you can't do, and that's okay. It's okay that you can't do them. And number two, what are you going to do with that information? As a gym owner, as an affiliate owner, as a coach with clients, if my clients can't do something, it's down to me to then say, here's what we can do. Here's what we can do moving forward. And I love I love this workout. I love this workout. The flow of it, the time domain, the movements, the carrot at the end. Like for many people, it will be getting to the rings. Now, Stephen and I had a little bit of a initially a disagreement, but we came to the same conclusion at the end. So it is an agreement that this needs to be uniquely adapted for the individual and where they're at, obviously, right? And that's where we came to at the end. If you are someone that potentially can do a ring muscle up under fatigue, I think from experience, you've got two options. You got to know you know yourself here. You pace the first part, get there with a few minutes to spare, and then try a ring muscle up with less fatigue. Or you go hard and you give yourself more time for recovery and more time on those rings to get one. Now, you've got to know your own body for that one. Now, if you're only doing it once, you got to realize if you pace it, you get there and then you don't get one, your tie break is going to be slower. So that's the only risk with that side. But again, think like take a step away from this, take a step away and look down at what we've got. We have got the biggest mass participation sporting event on earth happening. We're in week 2. We have got so much discussion about a 15-minute workout. Where else do you find that in any way of life? We've got hundreds of thousands of people waking up today and thinking about strategy and plan for a 15-minute workout that all the other people will be doing at the same time. Unparalleled. What an incredible thing we have. Yeah. Anyway, enough reflections. There's going to be lots of that from people with far better insight than I do. I'm going to do my attempt this afternoon. So it is currently, what time is it now? It is 9:39 Friday morning. It's 9:39 Friday morning. I'm going to attempt it in about 6 hours once I've got some food in me and I've warmed up, because I am almost 41 next week. So my body isn't as readily prepared as it used to be for these workouts, but it's not an excuse. I just need to warm up better. But yeah, all fun. So yeah, next few days, the CrossFit UK recording will go live later today. I'm hoping I can get it done this morning and get that out and uploaded. Tomorrow morning, I am on around midday. So I'll be around midday with the base show talking about the base, about the gyms. I might have a special guest with me. And Sunday. What do we have on Sunday? Here's a question. Who do we have Sunday? Should know this, shouldn't I? Oh, sorry. Yeah, of course I do. It's Jon. He's got his big race. So John's got his big race on Sunday. We'll go through it all. It's exciting to see what he can do on that. We're live at 6 p.m. with Outside the Box. And then we've got a whole host of shows, actually. I put the show listing up a couple of days ago. We've got some incredible shows coming up next week. We're hoping to organise a really cool one coming up. But anyway, enough from me. Coming up to 15 minutes. It is coming up to 9:42. But yeah, hope you have a lovely day. Go and smash the workout. Go and have a fun with your affiliate. What a time to be alive. Like Lauren Smith said the other day when she was live with me, it's a community gathering where we show how much we care about our community, and what a decent way to frame it. I hope you all have a glorious day, and I will see you tomorrow at midday. Look forward to it. Bye for now.